And now from Commitment 2014 tonight, one day after he qualified to run for district attorney in St. Tammany Parish, Brian Traynor learned a complaint had been filed against him with the Office of Disciplinary Counsel.
North Shore attorney and a top aide in the St. Tammany Parish Sheriff's Office had been involved in a lawsuit by a Slidell man against a trucking company following a wreck.
But Brian Traynor's campaign maintains he did nothing wrong and points to a controversial audio tape as proof positive. North Shore reporter Heath Allen has that story.
The accident in question happened back in 2012 on the Orleans Parish end of the Twin Spans over Lake Pontchartrain. Slidell resident John Hugacker hired Charles Hughes of Tally Anthony Hughes and Knight to represent him, the law firm that also represents the St. Tammany Parish Sheriff's Office. Hughes in turn enlisted Brian Traynor to handle accident recreation. Hugacker secretly recorded a conversation with attorney Hughes and claims Hughes indicated Traynor had a contact with state police that would write a report favorable to them. But Jay Connaughton with the Traynor campaign says the tape shows just the opposite in this excerpt of the tape obtained by Channel 6. Chuck Hughes says of Traynor's contact,
he went to school with him and knew him and a couple of weeks ago, hey man, we need a good report here. And he wasn't able to give us one. Always the other guy.
Traynor's campaign maintains that not one but two recreation experts could not attest or prove Hugacker's claims, and that Traynor has no relationship to state police work or reports, that the accident recreation expert just happens to also be a state trooper. Traynor does not appear on the controversial audio tape, but the secretly recorded conversation contains racial slurs made by attorney Hughes aimed at Orleans Parish and raises questions about why the suit would be filed in St. Tammany rather than Orleans where the accident occurred, and a concern over possible conflicts of interest.
You have Chuck Hughes, who's the primary counsel for the St. Tammany Parish Sheriff's Office, who would probably be in a reporting status to Brian Traynor at the time that this case went down.
Sheriff's Office spokesman says that at no time did attorney Chuck Hughes report to Brian Traynor in his position at the St. Tammany Parish Sheriff's Office.
A person bent on filing complaints is going to do what he's going to do.
Ethics expert Dane Cialino represents Traynor in the complaint against him. He says Hugacker also filed a complaint against him. He calls them frivolous.
He contends that Mr. Traynor didn't do any real work on his case. He contends that Mr. Traynor worked under a conflict of interest because he represented one of the defendants in Hugacker's case, and the facts simply don't bear out those allegations.
Traynor's campaign calls any accusations against their candidate purely political, claiming that John Hugacker has ties to other candidates in the DA's race. Attorney Chuck Hughes issued a public apology for his remarks. On your side on the North Shore, Heath Allen, WDSU News.
Sheriff Jack Strain released a statement saying, quote, I have no current intention to alter my arrangement with this firm. I will not allow a story being promoted by certain campaigns with political motivations to influence how I run this agency. If necessary, this matter will be reconsidered when the negative atmosphere of our current DA's race has cleared, end quote. Let's turn now